crafty friends, this is Lynn the Gift Diva. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to do something a little different. Well, a little different for me. I am going to do an unboxing of this mini cinch from We Are Memory Keepers. And without any preparation at all, I'm going to attempt to use it. Show you how to use it. I mean, I know how to use the big cinch pretty much. But this mini one with the little pegs, I don't know, it looks intimidating, but we're going to try it. I did this notebook for a swap for someone. And so I'm going to bind this little notebook with you on camera. So will we be successful? I don't know. Let's see. So let's unbox. Oh. Boy, when you can't get the box open, that's not a good sign for the rest of the video, is it? Okay, we're gonna make it do what it do. Okay. This is your little finger punch, I assume, to pull it out. Okay, got it out of the box. We've got instruction manual. And we've got, look how cute this is. It's so cute, it's so tiny. Okay. So, we need the instruction manual. Register your cinch now. Not until I figure out how to use it. Okay, diagram. Okay. So this, it's set up pretty much like the big cinch. This is the waistband. This is your bar. This is your punch and cinch lever. This is where you put your metal binding hooks. You've got the alignment guide. This is your alignment peg, whatever that is. And so, here we go. So, it looks like on this one, you have to figure out what size hole do you need. Well, that's lovely. Let's see. What size hole do I need? So, I picked up the binding wire bundle, also from a cherry on top when I bought the cinch. So let's open this up. I mean, I don't really need to open this up because I have a whole drawer full of these things. But let's just open it up and to keep things consistent. Hope everyone is doing well today. It was beautiful here in Georgia. So I'm going to use, there are a ton of colors in here, but I'm going to use this hot pink one because it goes with my little notebook cover. So this is so the size of the hole. So let's just try the standard, it looks like a standard hole is a 1/2 inch. So let's just go with that and see what that is, okay? Set alignment guide according to chart. Ooh, sorry. Set alignment guide according to chart. So I want a 1/2 inch. I want a 1/2 inch hole. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So I want an A hole. Sorry. I'm silly. So, A goes there. Oh, okay. I see. So, wherever hole you think you need, that's where you put it. So, if you need a 1/4 inch hole, that goes in the B slot. If you need a 3/8 of an inch or a 7/8 of an inch hole, that goes in the C slot. So, let's just go with A slot. insert paper and punch. Okay, so let's try inserting paper first before I completely ruin my covers. So, I'm going to put a little paper in there. And that doesn't look like that's going to be right. Oh, I need to figure out, this is what I need to figure out right here. So, see, this is why I don't do things on camera. Because it takes me a minute to figure stuff out. And the quick guide is no help. So we're gonna use the big guide. Okay, here we go. Before punching first project, be sure to clean grease off the tool. It may be left over from assembly. Do this by punching several scrap pieces of paper. Any leftover grease will rub onto the paper. Okay, let's pull out my scrap bin here. Let's do several punches. Oh, these are cute square punches. Okay. I think that's good. I don't see any grease, so that's good, son. Okay, so next we're going to always practice first on scrap page. Okay? You don't have to yell. Okay, so punching. Okay, alignment guide. Remove alignment guide from storage. We've done that. Refer to chart printed on base and insert alignment guide in coordinating slot. For example, paper sizes ending in whole or half-inch increments would require the alignment guide set to A. Oh, okay. So my project is 5 by 8. So that's not a half-inch. That's not a ending in a whole. So mine's ending in a whole number. So it would be A, 5 by 8. Okay. Align paper against alignment guide on the left edge and insert top edge completely into punch housing. Okay, punch chipboard or multiple sheets of paper at a time. Do not exceed 2 millimeters in height. Press handle to punch. Okay. Easy peasy. Okay, continuous punching. Insert guide back in to prevent loss. Good advice for me. Good advice. Shift paper left and lower peg and lower alignment peg into the second to last hole on the right. Okay. To secure your paper perfectly for aligned holes, press handles to punch. Okay, so assuming I'm stopping at center. Alignment peg. Second to last hole. Second to last hole on the right. So, oh, okay, Lynn. Good grief, you're slow. Okay, second to last hole on the right. So there we go. So on the ones that you've punched, the second to the last hole on the right is where this little peg goes. Goes right there. We'll get through this together, people. Okay, then press. Lift the peg. And then you should have a perfectly punched thing. Using this method, you can punch unlimited lengths. So, no matter, even though it's the mini, no matter how long, and please align better than I just did there. So let's do that again. So, before we use our actual project. So, I'm going to put that back in there. I'm going to put it against the alignment guide. Let me just make sure I'm in frame here. Yes, okay. So, we're going to do the alignment guide. And we're going to press. Going to take out the alignment guide. Going to put it back so I won't lose it, because I am known to do things like that. And we're going to move this all the way over to the second last peg. Going to drop my little tab there. punch again. Raise my tab. Woohoo, ka-choo. Look at that. Okay. So, I think I've heard that on the video. If that's copyrighted, I'm sorry. So, next we're going to bind. So, let's use the actual project to bind. I feel good about punching. That's half the battle. So, let's go ahead and punch. So, we're going to get out the alignment guide again. We're going to put this in there. Now, do I want this to be a top folding or a... I think this should be a side folding since it's so small. Yeah, we'll make it a side folding. So, we're going to punch. And so that you don't have to watch me punch every single page, I'm going to punch and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. And I have punched all of my holes into all of the things. Now, one thing I will tell you is that two things. When you're punching your hole, make sure that your peg is all the way down till you hear the click. Because that keeps your paper from moving while you punch. And then make sure you push your paper or your cover all the way to the edge till you get the stop. That way you're sure that you're ensured that all of your holes are going to line up where you want them to line up. That's a lesson I learned while I was off camera. So those are the two things I will say. Another thing I will say about this is that I like it so far. This is a little annoying, this whole peg in, peg out thing, because you don't have to really do that on the big cinch. But if you buy this with the purpose of using little projects, it shouldn't be a big deal. You know, in reality, something this big, I probably should have pulled out the big cinch, but it can be done because you can do any size with this, which I think is cool. If you go to crops or you go to making takes or whatever, I think that this will be neat to take with, to pop in your bag and take with you. And because you can make any size, it'll just take you, there's more pegging, with the bigger sizes. So now we're going to move on to binding according to our instructions. So we're going to use the convenient side hooks, nay here, to hold and stabilize the binding wires while threading pages one at a time or the whole book at once. So let me sit down so I can see what I'm doing. So place the wide looped end of the binding wire on the hooks. This is just like you do with the big cinch, but in case you don't have a cinch at all, I'm doing this to show you how to do it if you don't have a cinch at all. So I place my wired hooped end of the binding wire on the hooks. Okay, make sure there is a loop on every other hook. Check. And that it is securely in place. Check. Now thread your pages. Okay. So I think you put your, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I made a book. So you put your cover and your back on first. I think you put this because you're going to flip, right? Yes. So you put this underneath. And if I'm wrong, I'm sure people are yelling, Lynn, no, don't do it that way. But we'll take it apart if it's wrong. So what did Mother Goose? Okay, there we go. And I try to, I'm a terrible cusser, y'all. So I'm trying to do better. So I'm trying to come up with creative ways to say things without using cuss words. Okay, so why is it not staying on there? It's annoying me. Okay, so now we've got that on. Right. Okay. So now we're going to put the pages on. So let's take a little bit at a time here and hook that in. This is a safe space. We're all new here. We're all new here. It's okay. See, one of the things I can tell right now about this little one versus the big one, this little side thing is not as sturdy as, because with the big one, I've never had this problem. I just stick it on and slide the hooks in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But this is making my life difficult. But we'll do this on camera, so you can see that, you know, everything's not easy. So do that and do that. So now we have that. So once you do that, to hide the wire seam inside the back cover, first thread the inside pages, then front cover, then back cover. The front and back covers should face each other. Okay, so that's what I did. Front and back covers are facing each other. Wait, is that going to flip in? Yeah, that's going to flip in. I'm going to need to do this the other way. So, do I have it the right way? Because when it flips over, yeah, it's going to be backwards. So let me take all of this off. See, we learn. Let's take, I don't want this video to be silly long, but you guys asked for this, the unboxing and the demonstration. So hopefully you don't mind that it's a little longer than one other videos. Okay, so flip it this way so that when you flip it over, the front page will show. Yes. Okay, so let's put this back on the wire. Let's use this end because I've screwed up this end. And I'm just going to do this by hand. Hopefully it'll save some time. Sorry if I'm off camera. I'm just doing this by hand, which is not working. So we're going to put it back on the little thing that won't stay. We're going to put these on first, facing each other. For some reason, these wires feel flimsier than the other ones I have. Maybe it's my imagination. That is a possibility. Okay, now the paper. I really like these square holes versus the round holes, though, because they seem a lot easier to deal with. It doesn't look like it on camera, but they do seem like that. Okay, so now we're going to cinch. So we're going to turn this around facing us. And the cinching bar cinches your binding wire closed as you push down. Be sure to place the opening of your binding wire flat against the body of the tool and gently hold the wire in place. So that's what we're doing here. And so we're going to start here and press down. Start here and press down. So I think I did that backwards, y'all. Let me get my snippers and snip this extra off so it won't annoy me. And press again. Oh my. You may have done that backwards. But this way, you do what I do. Do what I say, not what I do. Yeah. Dang nabbit. I did it backwards. Doggone it. So see what I did? I binded the wrong end. So you were supposed to put this end in the cinch and smash. And I put this end in the cinch and smashed. So now your pages can't move. So that is the... So I'm going to take this apart and redo it, and I'll be back. Okay, gang, we're back. And after a long, hard-fought battle where the cinch probably beat me 2-1, I finally got it hooked in. Now, a couple of things. Make sure that you're using... The cinch only uses the 5/8 inch binding wires. So I think my first wire was like a 3/4 inch. So I think that was part of my problem. But this machine only uses the 5/8 binding wire. So if you have a bigger book and you need the bigger binding wires, you got to use the big guy. And so that's what this is. That's what was the deal. Partially what was the deal, and other was just human error. So we got it all binded, and overall I like the machine. I think I'm more, ironically, I think I'm more comfortable with the bigger machine just because it seems a little bit more stable than this little bitty one. And it could just be me getting used to the machine. It's probably what it is. But I like it. I like it. I like the idea of being able to just leave it on my desk. And if I want to make a quick little 4x4 book or something, that will be perfect. I think it's when you start using the bigger, you have to start adding holes is when it gets a little complicated on this. But overall, I like it. I like it. I recommend it. It's well made because I beat it up. Because this is like my 4th binder ring. Just trying to get the pressure right back here. I smashed too hard the first time. The second time I didn't smash enough. And when I went back to smash... So it's all in the pressure back here. And this, on the big machine, this is wider. So you put the whole book in and there's kind of like an even pressure thing going on. And maybe it's, again, maybe it's user error. But overall, I like it. I think I just have to play with it some more to get used to it. I love making these little books. So I'll be making more of these and getting used to it. But I hope this... This review was helpful to you. If it was, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the description box below. Like I said, I like the machine. And I'm glad I bought it. But just make sure you're using 5/8 binder rings with it, or it becomes more of a challenge than a fun thing. So that is it for today. I will talk to you in the next crafty video. Have a great one. Bye.